All right, Sean, we're good to go? Thumbs up. Okay, well, welcome everyone to our beautiful school. Today, PJ Gillen's love of reading is definitely seen by everyone. It's everywhere in our school today. And we are here to celebrate the Canadian authors who have shared their passion to write wonderful stories for us. We are also here, though, to celebrate our students, as well as the many across the province of Saskatchewan who have immersed themselves in these wonderful stories. As a school, I can safely say that our library is the heart of our building. Our students and staff become characters in books every day. It is our honor to be hosting this year's Willow Awards Gala and to be able to recognize the wonderful authors that allow us to live experiences through their books. An event such as this does not happen without passionate people. A special thank you to everyone who has worked towards making today's event so wonderful. Thank you also to Winona, our Gala liaison, as well as the other Willow Award board members, authors, and dignitaries who have joined us here today. We are extremely proud of our students and our staff, and we welcome you to enjoy an afternoon of celebration and appreciation. Our MCs for this afternoon, Bronwyn and Sophia, are here to take you on a Willow Award journey to help sprout a love of reading.
Hello and welcome to the 2023-2024 SaskEnergy Willow Awards Gala. We are so thrilled to have you all here at our school and to have the opportunity to host this year's event.
This year's nominated books had us branching out in so many wonderful directions. We learned about regulating our emotions, forming friendships, how to handle tough situations, the importance of being true to yourself, and also how to hope for a beautiful future.
This is why the Willow Awards are so important. It gives us kids a chance to connect with stories written by amazing Canadian authors, and it also gives us a chance to grow new ideas about the world around us.
So let's get celebrating this year's nominees and also our winners. Now, if you could please rise and join the grade ones in singing the national anthem.
Okay, you can say the rest now. Oh.
Please remain standing while they share to the acknowledgement.
That's a lot of grade 1s.
Yep, Miss Rink is going to have her hands full when they get to grade 5.
We'd like to now introduce our first guest speaker, Mr. Quentin Robertson, the Director of Education for the Good Spirit School Division, to share greetings with you all.
Well, thank you. I am Quentin Robertson, CEO and Director of the Good Spirit School Division. I'm sorry for the delay. I got trapped in the parade of grade 1s. So that's an amazing group, and what a lovely land acknowledgement they made. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the 2024 SaskEnergy Willow Awards Gala here at PJ Gillen School. I'd like to acknowledge some special guests with us today. MLA Warren Kading, Board of Education Trustee Jade Anderson, of course, your very own Principal Kelsey Shields, Vice Principal Juanita Lippi, and all of the dedicated PJ Gillen staff. I'd also like to make a special mention to Ms. McFadden, our PJ Gillen Library Technician, whose efforts in applying to host the Willow Awards at your school made this event possible. Additionally, I'd also like to recognize the contributions of the students who assisted Principal Shields in bringing us greetings. They're grade 1s, again, for their wonderful acknowledgement of the treaty land with which we live and learn. We're also fortunate to have the guidance and leadership of Lisa Weatherspoon, Superintendent of Instruction, Curriculum Consultant Susan Robertson, and Sheila Tillman, our lead librarian, whose contributions to our libraries have been invaluable. The Willow Awards, established to celebrate and promote Canadian children's literature, play a significant role in encouraging young readers across our province. These awards not only highlight the talents of Canadian authors, but also inspire a love of reading in our students, which aligns perfectly with our school division mission of building strong foundations to create bright futures. This emphasizes the importance of education and reading as a cornerstone for lifelong success. Events like the Willow Award Gala are a testament to our commitment to fostering a strong educational foundation for our students. Thank you all for taking time to be here and support this wonderful celebration of literature and learning. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Robertson. We are so happy that you were able to attend today. We would now like to introduce our next guest speaker to talk all about the importance of early literacy. Please welcome our MLA, Mr. Warren Keating.
Well, thank you, ladies. Welcome, everyone. Special guests, good afternoon. And thank you so much to Principal Shields and the students who led the program today. I am proud to be a Panda. I bring greetings and congratulations on behalf of Premier Scott Moe and the Government of Saskatchewan. Also, many thanks to the staff and the teachers and the students here at PJ Gillen School in Esterhazy for hosting this very prestigious event. For over 22 years, the Willow Awards have been utilized to encourage reading, to support literature, and to promote our great Saskatchewan and Canadian authors. Fun fact, Esterhazy is home to the famous author Guy Vanderhaeghe. Guy is a Canadian novelist and short story writer who has won 3 Governor General Awards for his fiction. With the program that is found throughout libraries and communities in Saskatchewan, it's also found a large number of volunteers who we must also celebrate. And thank you for your hours of service to encouraging our youth to become readers. And thank you to the large number of sponsors who have financed and encouraging initiative for the last 20 plus years. And thank you to your many years of support. Reading is a fundamental skill that will change the lives of any participant. It creates the building blocks for learning and stimulates imagination and creativity. It's a skill that will never leave us, whether you're 1 year old or 100 years old. Reading is essential to just about everything in life, from cooking to driving to just getting through school. Some of my favorite memories that I have when I was growing up was getting my first library card and then going to our local public library before I went to school. I took on the challenge that my mom gave me to read a book, at least one book a week. I grew up on the Hardy Boys mystery books and then graduated to autobiographies of my favorite athletes and political figures. I love travel books and stories of people who have overcome adversity and have succeeded in life. I still try and read for an hour every morning before I start my day. So whether you're diving into a novel, exploring nonfiction, or enjoying poetry, remember that reading offers more than just pleasure. It positively impacts your well-being. Now, let's appreciate and celebrate our artists and authors in this afternoon's program. Thank you.
Thank you for your words, Mr. Keating. Next up, we have a performance of the poem, Just Like a Willow, which highlights our school theme for the Willow Awards this year. The idea that we're all like willow trees when we read. We sprout new ideas, become more flexible, and become more adaptable with every book we read.
Please welcome to the stage some of our grade 4-5 students for a reading and interpretive dance to go along with the poem.
Just like a willow, we are growing every day. We are swaying with the breezes while we read, learn, and play. We are stretching out our branches each and every time we read. We are planting roots of wisdom so that someday we may lead. Books sprout imagination and teach us to be kind. They help us understand our world and shape and mold one's mind. Together we are planted, and together we will grow. We'll be adaptable to changing winds and times, just like a willow.
Thank you, Ty, Evie, Zaira, Hannah, Tegan, and Harley for an awesome performance. You guys worked so hard creating that choreography.
We would now like to invite Bryn, Mavis, and Ethan from Esterhazy High School for this year's Snow Willow presentation.
We are so happy to be here on behalf of Esterhazy High School, and even more happy to be able to announce this year's Snow Willow Award winner.
This year's Snow Willow nominees wrote incredible stories that had us thinking about people and the world around us in new ways.
We will now ask you to turn your attention to the screen for an introduction of this year's Snow nominees.
Four Faces of the Moon by Amanda Strong. On a journey to uncover her family story, Spotted Fawn travels through time and space to reclaim connection and ancestors, language, and the land in this essential graphic novel.
How to Be a Goldfish by Jane Baird Warren. When her teacher assigns a family tree project for Parents' Day, Lizzie knows it would be long until a small town gossip starts up again. Lizzie is the only kid in town with an unmarried mother, and her research leads her to uncover a shocking secret about her grandmother that is sure to have the town talking. When You Least Expect It by Lenora Schultz Nicholson. A 17-year-old Holly desperately wants to make the national rolling team, but she is the last roller cut as summer dreams are shattered. She finds herself back at home living with her mother's annoying new boyfriend. She decides to take a summer job and is handed an unexpected lifeline by a man who offers to coach her in a single rolling boat. For a girl raised without a father, the coach's generously and rigorously demands are a gift. But where did he come from and who is he really? Operation Do-Over by Gordon Corman. Mason and Ty have been best friends since they were old enough to form thoughts. But when a new girl named Ava moves to town, the two friends find themselves competing for her. The two decide to create a non-Ava treaty, which Mason finds himself breaking. 5 years later, he finds himself with no friends, no girlfriend, and his dog has been hit by a truck. When his car collides with a furniture van, he wakes up 12 years old again. Will Mason get a second chance for a do-over?
8 Days by Teresa Toden. 8 Days is a story about one girl's transformative. 8 Days is a road trip to retrieve her mother's body. This story is infused with warmth and love. Even as family struggles and secrets are torn open, this story is ultimately about forgiveness and strength in the community.
Fly by Allison Hughes. This is a novel written in free verse about a middle schooler who discovers he's not the only one grappling with the imperfections of the world. It is an unflinching story of courage, connection, and self-discovery, where Felix's witty and sarcastic voice reveals how it feels to be a kid in a wheelchair.
The Signs of Boys by Emily Seal. In this book about 12-year-old science nerd Emma, real science and excitement for scientific principles are interwoven into this humorous story of friendship, family, and what it means to truly belong.
Houston, Is There a Problem? By Eric Walters. 13-year-old Houston Williams is very smart and is selected to attend a prestigious NASA space camp, along with Teal, who he has bonded with, and Ashley, who is his rival. They are invited to join a top-secret research project, but only 2 of them will actually be selected to go into space. Houston will do whatever it takes to make sure he is selected.
The Limitless Sky by Christina Kilborn. Rook lives in a structured community of Ark, where she struggles to find meaning in her appointed role as the apprentice keeper. Gage is a part of a nomadic society and has just joined the Scouts on a frontier line. A life of constant danger, can Gage and Rock find a way to save themselves as well as each other's very different worlds? Firefly by Philippa Dowding. Firefly struggles with an unsafe life with her mother until social services sends her to live with her Aunt Gailey. Her aunt owns a costume shop, and Firefly takes to wearing several costumes to school. This story has Firefly figuring out where home is, what family is, and ultimately what costume is her real one.
And the winner is...
Operation Do-Over by Gordon Corman. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Gordon Corman.
I'm Gordon Corman, author of Operation Do-Over, and I could not be more thrilled and honored to accept the Snow Willow Award. Thank you so much to the readers of Saskatchewan. These are always the awards that mean the most to me because they're voted on by the kids, the readers themselves. It's kind of an unwritten agreement between writers and their readers, right? You keep on reading them, I promise that I will keep on writing them. So I guess Operation Do-Over is a time travel book. But the thing is, we're not going back to, King Arthur's court or medieval times. You're only going back 5 years. So I sort of thought about what changes the most when you go back 5 years. Actually, the biggest thing turned out to be, believe it or not, 5 years ago, there was no such word as COVID. Right? If you go back 5 years and talk about a pandemic, people are going to be like, what's a pandemic? But for Mason, the main character, a ton has changed in those 5 years. For starters, his parents got divorced during that time. So when he wakes up 5 years younger, his mom and dad are still living together. Maybe the saddest part. So he had this dog, Rufus, and they were super close. And you can kind of see it coming, right? Rufus got hit by a car. But here's the thing. 5 years ago, that hasn't happened yet. So when Mason wakes up, Rufus is there. And he gets this amazing, emotional reunion with the long-lost pet he had no reason to believe he would ever see again. And that's when he starts to think to himself, wait, can you train your dog to not get hit by a car, right? Because it hasn't happened yet, but it's going to. Can you change the future? And should you even try, right? Because you could be messing things up even worse than they were messed up before. I'm not sure you know this about me. I've been writing for more than 3/4 of my life. My first book was my grade 7 English project more than 40 years ago, and I've been writing ever since. In fact, my latest book, Faker, coming out in July, is going to be my 104th book. Keep on reading, and thank you again for this incredible honor for Operation Do-Over.
Congratulations to Gordon Corman for your win. It is well deserved.
We now like to call up Nicole, Callie, and Kenzie to present this year's Diamond Willow nominees.
This year's Diamond Willow nominees took us on a roller coaster of emotion. We love reading them in our classrooms.
Yes, that's a good story has been told when your teacher starts tearing up even at the mention of one or more books.
I will now ask that you turn your attention to the screen for the introduction of this year's Diamond Willow nominees.
The Grave Thief by D. Han. 12-year-old Spade is a grave thief. With his father and his brother, he digs up recently deceased to steal jewels, the main form of trade in Windhale. Digging up graves works for Spade. Alone in the graveyard at night, no one notices his limp or calls him names. He's headed for a lifetime of theft when his father comes up with a plan to rob a grave in the Windhale Castle Cemetery. Spade and his brother get caught in a royal trap, and Spade must find the master of the Wogan and a deadly creature that is stalking the castle by night.
For the Record by Monique Polak. 12-year-old Justine's parents are recently divorced. She and her little sister go back and forth between their parents' homes. Their mother believes that their father, half-sister, are a bad influence on the girls, so she gets Justine to collect evidence that would lead to getting sole custody. Justine accepts her mother's view for her father at first, but when Justine crafts an outright lie for her mother's court case, she starts to question her mother's behalf and her own.
Taking the Ice by Lorna Schultz Nicholson. Life was pretty great for Aiden Mallory. He had a dad who played in the NHL, tons of friends to hang out with, and a hockey team he loved being on. But after a tragic accident, Aiden and his mom had to move to his parents' hometown in the prairies. Now he's having trouble fitting in on and off the ice. Can Aiden figure out how to make new friends, stand up to a toxic teammate, manage his nerves, and maybe score a few goals too?
The Crosswood by Gabrielle Pendergast. Blue Jasper is on a hike with his younger siblings, twins Indigo and Violet. One moment the twins are right ahead of him, and the next they are gone. As Blue frantically searches for them, a strange woman appears claiming to be the fairy queen and the twins' real mother. Indigo and Violet have been captured by Olana's rival, and now, because of a magical pact, Blue must travel through the magical forest of the Crosswood and rescue them before the next sunset. Because of the price of a broken fairy pact must be paid.
Ghostlight by Kenneth Opel. Rebecca and her father fell to their deaths from the top of our lighthouse in 1839. Just how they fell remains a mystery, and their ghosts haunt the lighthouse to this day. Gabe tells the story every day when he gives the ghost tour on Toronto Island, but he doesn't actually believe in ghosts until he finds himself face to face with Rebecca.
Extremely gross animals. Claire Emer. Caution, things are about to get super gross. Explosive Mary, sinky farts, super spitters, tongue-eating parasites, and more mucus than you can blow your nose at. This book is filled with the foundest facts about the grossest animals ever. But what disgusts us don't discuss the creepy crawlers. Their icy adaptations are what help them survive.
Sorry for Your Loss by Joanne Levy. Evie's family runs a Jewish funeral home. The kids at school call her Corpse Girl, but they don't know how important it is to have someone take care of things when your world is falling apart. Evie loves helping out, but she doesn't normally interact with the grieving families directly. But one day she meets Oren, a boy overwhelmed by grief after a terrible accident. Oren hasn't spoken a word since, but Evie is determined to help him deal with loss and find his voice again.
Apartment 713 by Kevin Sylvester. Jake Simmons hates his new home, but with each passing day, the building reveals more of its mysteries to Jake. The occupants grow on him too. Unfortunately, Jake's sense of belonging is short-lived. The city plans to demolish his new home. However, he's been summoned to apartment 713, an apartment he's been told that is off-limits. But, when he opens the door, he travels to the past. The Regency's storied past will give Jake the key to saving his own future, if only he knows where to look.
A Terrible Tide by Suzanne Mead. November 18th, 1929. In her small village in Newfoundland, Celia is setting the table for her 13th birthday celebration. When the house starts to shake, it's an earthquake, rumbling under the Atlantic Ocean. A few hours later, the seawater disappeared from the harbor, only to rush back into a wave almost 30 feet high, destroying everything nearly in its path. Their house destroyed and village in ruins, Celia and her family must band together to share the work needed for the community to survive. Can Celia find the courage to help her injured loved ones? Will help arrive before it's too late?
Barani by Michelle Cutter-Rusman. Indonesian middle schoolers Mila and Ari are determined to fight for rainforests and orangutans, but the cost may be higher than they know. And the winner is
Taking the Ice by Lorna Schultz Nicholson.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm very honored to be here. I hope I don't cry. Thank you so much for everything to PJ Gillen School for this absolutely beautiful display here in the gym, for all the Willow board for everything that they've done. I've been picked up at the airport. I've been driven here. I've been taken to Tim Hortons for coffee. And for this, just everybody who's put so much effort into this event. But most of all, I want to thank the kids. The kids for reading, because reading is important, and reading is why authors write, is to get kids to read. So I'm not going to talk long, but before I go, I want you to do one thing for me. On the count of 3, I am going to have everybody say, "Reading rocks." Can we do that? Yeah, okay, but you gotta wait till the count of 3, right? Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Last but certainly not least, we'd like to move on to the presentation for our Shining Willow nominees. We'll welcome Rini, Jack, and Preston to present this award.
This year's Shining nominees had us giggling at silly animals learning life lessons, and also had us tugging at our heartstrings with books about simple kindnesses and hope.
We really enjoyed reading these books in our library as a school and talking about what we learned from each story.
If I could ask you all to now turn your attention back to our screen for the introduction of this year's Shining nominees.
Chickadee Incredible Mastermind by Monica Sylvie. There's a masked bandit on the loose in the forest, or at least he thinks so. Chickadee thinks he's a real rapscallion swooping in on some birdseed, only to find out that kind humans had left it out for their bird friends. Petal the Angry Cow by Maureen Fergus. Petal is everything you could want in a cow, but she also has a very big, out of control temper. In this book, Petal learns how to handle her big feelings after watching as one who claims to have the answers. And JJ Slip by Loretta Garbutt. JJ loves his new family so much that the sounds of their daily lives bring comfort and put him to sleep. But when the house is suddenly silent, JJ is not having it, and won't sleep until his siblings are back home, making the sounds of family that he loves.
I hope I'm Monique Gray Smith. This is a beautiful book about looking to a bright future for our children. Monique Gray Smith shares this heartfelt message of love and encouragement written in both Cree and English.
The Wolf Suit by Sid Sharp. Bell Wither Rigwalter is out of blackberries. While he loves gathering cheats and roaming the forest, he dreads running into the very dangerous wolves. To protect himself, he builds the ultimate disguise, a wolf suit. And it works, sort of.
Professor Goose debunks Goldilocks and the Three Bears, Paulette Bourgeois. Mother Goose's fairy tales are not based in science, and her great niece, Professor Goose, is here to reveal the truth. In this book, she exposes the flaws and explains the science behind Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Butterflies Are Pretty Gross by Rosemary Moscow. Butterflies are not just the only gentle, lovely creatures you think. They are. Be prepared. The truth will gross you out.
Mina by Matthew Forsyth. Mina is a mouse and she lives in her own little world where nothing ever bothers her. That's until her dad goes too far, bringing home a surprise. Cats. Using the power of reading, the cats are put to sleep, and the day is saved.
Ali Bernada and Me by Lanunada Kwanzaa. A young girl loves spending time with Ali Bernada, but she struggles to understand why some people are not kind to her. This book touches on the emotions that surface when people do not take the time to be kind, understand, and accept those from different cultural backgrounds.
The Brass Chime by Monty Pollock. When Tally loses her home in a storm, she feels like she has lost everything. People survive worse, her mom reminds her. Oma lived through World War II and finally tells Tally about life in a prison camp and the kind of gift from a stranger that gave her hope through stormy times.
And the winner is The Wolf Suit by Sid Sharp.
Hey everyone, I'm Sid, and I made this book, which is called The Wolf Suit, and I made this video to say thank you so much for picking the Wolf Suit for this year's Shining Willow Award. Oh man, I'm so excited. It means so much to me that this award is one that's picked by the readers. I think that's the coolest thing ever. When you're making a book for kids and you're an adult, you write all these pages and draw all these pictures, and you have lots of meetings with other adults about what the book is going to be like. And once in a while you're like, oh man, but like, are kids actually going to enjoy reading this book? Because none of them are in this meeting. And so now suddenly I'm filled with fear. And so that makes it extra beautiful to receive this from all of you. It means the world, honestly. I hope that the ceremony is so much fun today. I'm stuck working here in Toronto, where I live and paint in this messy studio. But I really wish that I was there instead to say hi and celebrate and high five as many of you as possible, and maybe dance around like this. Hopefully another time I can come and we can do that, and we can read and draw comics together, and it'll be the most fun time ever. But for now, while I am very far away, I want to say thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day, and I hope you see your favorite animal today, either in real life or in your imagination, if it's like a unicorn or something that you can't see in real life. I hope you draw a picture of it and send it to me because that's my favorite thing ever. I've gone off track. Thank you so much. I hope to see you all soon, and you're the best.
Congratulations to all 3 winners and all of the nominees. This has been such an awesome year of reading.
We'd now like to welcome to the stage Ms. Alstuck's grade 3 class to perform the song Ninistoshan, which will be sung in Cree.
Thank you for that awesome performance. Let's get another round of applause for the grade 3s who have worked so hard on this song all year.
We'd now like to introduce Alex Schweitzer from SaskEnergy, who is our Gala sponsor this afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for having us here today. I just wanted to take a quick moment to thank everyone who had anything to do with this wonderful event, the students, volunteers, staff, teachers. Can we give everyone who helped out a round of applause? This is incredible. Even though SaskEnergy has been a sponsor of the Willow Awards for 16 years, this is my first opportunity to be here, and I'm just absolutely blown away. So thank you so much. It's truly an honor to be here today to continue SaskEnergy's long-standing support of literacy throughout Saskatchewan. As I mentioned, we've been a supporter of the Saskatchewan Young Readers' Choice Awards for more than 16 years. We understand the importance of literacy and the critical role it plays in education in our province, and we're just so proud to be here. This initiative is an event that encourages students to develop a love of reading that will last a lifetime. I'd like to thank the volunteers, the teachers, the Willow Awards board that I've had the pleasure of meeting, so many great, wonderful people today. We know it's your dedication to promoting literacy and readership in schools throughout Saskatchewan that truly makes a difference. Without your time and effort, these awards and their positive impacts truly wouldn't be possible. I'd also like to congratulate all of the amazing finalists and the award winners who had their books shortlisted. Had the great opportunity to meet some today, so that was very exciting. It's your books that create the excitement, that promote literacy and develop readership in these amazing students right here today. And finally, I'd like to celebrate all of the students for reading all of the nominated books, voting for your favorites, and continuing to develop your love of reading. What an incredible program, just so wonderful. So again, it's my pleasure to be here today to help celebrate the SaskEnergy Willow Awards and the top children's and youth authors from across Canada. So congratulations to the students, a job well done, the nominees, the winners. Again, thank you so much. What a great program.
Okay. We now like to invite Winena Goodyear Lunston from the Willow Awards Board to give some closing remarks and do the Willow presentation and gift. We'd also like to call upon Jordan, Lexi, and Dallas to receive the gifts on behalf of the school.
Hi, everyone. My name's Winona, and I am proud, ever so proud, to be here today to represent the Willow Awards board and all of the volunteers and schools that support us across the province. I need to start first by acknowledging PJ Gillen School and all of the people that I have had a chance to work with, to talk to meet, and to watch today. You all have done such an excellent job. So just like Alex had you do, I'm going to get you to do it again. I want you to clap as hard as you can and scream as loud as you can. I did ask for that. I did. I hope you know that you were just celebrating you. You have done a wonderful job of getting ready for this gala and putting it on, and now you get to celebrate all of your hard work and reading. Good job. You have done wonderfully. Next, I have people to thank, lots of important people. So, students, staff, your school division, I am so happy for all of your support. Thank you. I know that beyond those people that work here and work for your school division, that there's other people that just volunteered, and you know who you are. You have helped put this all together. Thank you. You don't get paid for doing that. You just saw that something needed to be done, and you did it. I need to let you know that I don't do this, organize or help organize this all by myself. I'm supported by my board that I work with, and I am ever so grateful for. I have 2 other board members here with me to help, and it's been fabulous. I have to make sure too that I give a huge shout out for our sponsors because they provide a lot of support for us so we can do this. We can celebrate with you. So here we go, and I'm listing them, but not in any particular order. We've got Access Communications Children's Fund, SaskTel Pioneers, Cameco, United Library Services, StratLab, who has made our wonderful video, by the way, that you can view on our website that says, yay, get involved in the Willow Awards. And of course, our gala sponsor, SaskEnergy. We have also been very lucky this year to have local sponsors from right here in Esterhazy that have supported this, that have made this all happen. The Canalta here in Esterhazy, Ford right here in Esterhazy, and also, as I see proudly posted on your gym wall, Mosaic as well. Thank you so much for your support. Someone asked me recently, why do you do this? Why do you volunteer and put in all of this time and effort to host a gala? And I'm about to tell you this right here. I knew as soon as I walked into your school yesterday that I was going to be a part of something special. We do the work that we do as a Willow Awards board to see kids excited about reading. And I see this. I see it here. I see it now, and it's beautiful. It's awesome to see. You are reading books, you're talking about books, you're excited about books. That's why we do it, and we don't need anything else. That's all it is. So I'm so happy that I'm able to be here to witness it. Now, I have had some people that I've gotten to work with and do things for us. I'm going to get to them last, but first of all, we have gifts that we want to give you. As a school, one of the things the Willow Awards Board is proud to gift you for being able to host the gala is a complete set of all 30 Willow Award finalists for the next school year. We're having a conversation about how heavy it is, and we've got some serious muscles going on, so we're good. Awesome. Also, another thing that we like to gift you is your very own willow tree that you can plant wherever you like and help it grow, just like you've been learning. You're going to help me with the last ones. Okay, so there is one person for sure that I have been communicating with and planning this whole event with, and I don't think anybody knows who that is. Does anybody know who helped organize this whole thing, who kind of started it? Who applied to the board to say, hey, we could maybe host the gala this year? Maybe pick us, pick us, pick us. Who? Miss McFadden, would you come up here, please? This is just a very small token for all of your hard work and dedication. I'm so happy to meet you, and I think I can call you a friend now. And we'll keep on doing awesome things with books together, right? Thank you so much. Of course, Ms. McFadden has shared with me that she had some special helpers. So Ms. Shields and Ms. Rink, please come up as well. Thank you so much for supporting your library and your school. That's amazing. And I believe Ms. Rink was the one who was responsible for a lot of the decorating. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. And I leave you with thank you to everyone that has come and watched today, whether you're right here in this very gym or you're somewhere out in cyberspace in Saskatchewan. Thank you so much. Are we still on? I'm a panda. Yes!
Well, thank you, everyone. This event was spectacular. I am so very proud of our school and our staff and our students. And I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to start crying So we invite our dignitaries to our library where we have some treats waiting for you there. So we would ask students that you be patient for just 30 more seconds. They will be super quick, I promise. We will let them go first, and then our classrooms can follow after that. Congratulations to our winners, and thank you, boys and girls.